Graphic design refers to a plan for organizing visual objects in space. A poorly designed, poorly organized layout fails to communicate and costs both the designer and organization time and money. My name is Ekiade Adetunji. Welcome to my How to Use Background series. Today, I'll be sharing with you how I make successful design. At this point, I'm going to roll my logo intro. This was one of the designs that was posted for me to critique during our Friday weekly design review. I decided to redesign this so as to let you all know that there are times you don't need visuals on your project. Using typography to convey an idea can make your project look interesting. I need you all to know that this takes practice. I'll be using Adobe Illustrator to achieve this project. So let's jump into today's tutorial. Alright, so as usual, we need to create a new document. So I'm going to click on File now and I'm going to select New. So for this project, I'm going to use 720 by 900 because I'm going to post this on Instagram. Alright, so I'm going to make this 900 and I'm going to call this Ruins. Alright, it's because that's actually the focus. So now I need you guys to catch this. Alright, so before I jump to my PC, I already have the layout of what this project is going to look like, and that's why it's easy for me to come up with this concept. So one of the things I need you, in fact, the most important part of coming up with design project is you need to know what you're going to use to draw people's attention to your project. All right, so I'm going to click on the create button now. So I'm going to set my guide. All right, now for this project I'm not going to do too much of creating of guides. All right, so I'm just only going to draw a small box here just to create my margin. Okay, so I'm just going to click here and this is very, very important. I'm going to hit Ctrl R to bring out my ruler and I'm going to drag this and position this here. So I need to zoom in because this needs to be on the upper part of the artboard. So I'm going to drag this and drop here. Okay, because doing this is part of what will make your project look mature. All right, guides, creating margin is something I would advise you all not to joke with. So I'm going to position this here and I'm going to drag this and drop here, and I'm going to drag this and drop somewhere around here. Now there's no specific size, because if I tell you there's a specific size for this, I'm telling you you have issue you drawing this guide on other frame sizes. All right, now but what you need to just do is use your creative sense to know the best guide that will help the look of your project. Okay, but make sure that your elements, all right, your content are not close to the edge of your frame. Now, so there are times you need to do this, but you only do this when you are trying to convey an idea. All right, you don't just do this when you're not trying to pass any message. And there are times when you can make images go outside of your margin. So I'm going to delete this now because we don't need it anymore. All right, so this is going to serve as my grid layer. So I'm going to call this grid and I'm going to lock the layer and I'm going to create a new layer, and this is going to be my text layer. I'm going to copy my text now, so I'll click here and hit the Ctrl V on my keyboard, and the character I'm going to use here is going to be Bebas. It's going to be Bebas new bold, and I'm going to scale this like so. All right, I want this to touch the left and right of my grid. All right, so I am going to move building to touch this side, and I'm going to break this. All right, type is one powerful element that people don't know that you can use to make your project look interesting. So I'm going to hit Ctrl T to bring up my character panel, and I'm going to adjust the leading. All right, so I'm going to hold on Shift so as to make this faster. Okay, and I'm going to add I'm going to change the color to blue, and now this is where the real work comes in. So the runes. All right, so we need to make the text have the real look. So I'm going to position this somewhere around here because I need to make sure that the space between my words are equal. Okay, so I'm going to draw a box here like so. All right, then this should be here, and I'm going to move this down. Now you need to change the color of this so as to make you find it easier to see the space clearly. So I'm going to move this here, and now this is good. Then I'm going to delete this. All right, now my T is touching this side of my margin, and I don't want that, so I'm going to take that out. All right, then I'm going to paste this, and this needs to be somewhere around here. Okay, so I'm going to do the same move again, change the color, and I'm going to move this here, move this down. All right, so I'm going to move this up here. Now I know some of you are wondering, why is this necessary? Yeah, this is very necessary. These are simple things that help the the beauty of our project. All right, so I'm going to position this here, and I think this is perfect, and I'm going to delete this now. I'll do the same thing to this. I'll delete it. All right, then I think this is good to go now. And so we need to play with the realm. All right, now before I do that, I need to first add tracking to this. Not too much, just make it like 50. All right, because we're about to play with this. You know what, let's just make it 20. All right, then I'm going to zoom in. All right, then I'm going to draw a rectangle shape like so. Is this rectangle? Yeah, I'm going to draw a rectangle shape, and I'm going to select. Now we need to convert this to outline before trimming this. All right, so I'm going to go to type and select create outline, and I'll shift select the the two objects, and I'm going to select the shape builder tool. So I'm going to hold on Alt and drag like so. Then I'll draw another shape again, and this needs to get to this level. And please, when you are doing this, guys, make sure that you don't tamper with the shape of the letters. All right, because when we get to the end part, I'll explain what I'm trying to say better. Okay, so I'm going to select this, hold on shift and select this, and select the shape builder tool again, and do the same thing. All right, then for the eye, I'm just going to double click to go inside the group of the letters, and I'm going to rotate it this way. For this, I'm just going to position this somewhere around here. Now if I position this here, you see that we are losing the look of the end. So this is very important. You need to be very careful when you're doing this. So I'm going to position this here because I still want to maintain the look of the end, so as to make it easy for my viewers to get the message clearly. All right, so I'm going to select the shape builder tool now, and I'm going to hold on Alt and drag till I get to this. And for this side, I'm just going to draw this here like so, and I'm going to just drag this like so. Shape builder again, hold on Alt and drag, and draw another shape somewhere around here. I'm gonna do this, and okay. So I actually did this to let you guys know that there are times when you don't need images to depict the visual on your project. I'm going to switch my screen now so you guys will get the message of what I'm trying to achieve here. Okay, all right, so I have Google open now, and I'm going to type the real text here. All right, so meaning, so what we have here is the physical destruction or disintegration of something, or the state of disintegrating or being destroyed. So now you get the reason why we decided to play with the type. There are other ways you can depict this on a project, okay, but I feel one of the best way to do this is when you do this with the type. And one other advantage, one other beauty of doing this again is that this will even create more emphasis on the text. And when we create drama with type on our project, it makes the project look interesting. Then it's time for us to add the other information to the project. So I'm going to copy the date and address. So I'm going to start with the dates. I'll copy that, and I'm going to paste it here. Okay, so but for now, the font I'm going to use is going to be LH line. Okay, so this type of font is only good when you have, white background like the way I have it here now, because if your background is too busy, all right, it's possible this is not going to be visible after print. All right, like if it's a print job, it won't be visible after print. Okay, so then I'm going to position this somewhere around here. So I think this is good for now. All right, now this is going to serve as my first option, and I'm going to make another I'm going to make another option. So I'm going to drag this and drop here. All right, and so I'm going to move this here like so, and this will come down here, and I'm going to add space and add slash and delete on my keyboard to move that up, and this should be here like so. See, we also need that grid on this, so I'm going to draw a box here. This should be here. I'll drag this here, so I'm going to zoom in, move this just to go up a bit. All right, I think there's a stroke on it. Okay, so so I'm going to move this somewhere around here. Okay, and sorry, I mistakenly deleted that, so I'm going to come back here and drag this here, and so let's see. All right, then I'm going to hit the delete key on my keyboard like so, and this should rest here, and this should go up like so. All right, now I'm sure some of you will be wondering, Caesar, why didn't you just move this to this side of your grid so as to make it align with the other, words? Now, the reason I'm not going to do that is because I actually want people to know, I want people to know that something is missing here. So then I'm going to just move this up like so. We'll drag this here, and this should be up like so, and I'll drag this here, and this should come down right about so. All right, now let's clear the grid, or let's clear the guide. So I'm going to click here and go to guides and say clear guides. Okay, and so what I'm going to do with this second option is I'm going to make a layer. This should be here, and I'm going to draw a shape like so. Okay, and I'm going to lock it. Then I'll change this to white, and I'll select this and change this to white also. So I'm going to change this to blue. All right, I'll use the shade of blue, and I'm going to change the text to white, and I'll change this to white also, and change this to white. All right, so I'm going to need you guys to drop a comment in the comment section. Just let me know which of these two design is your favorite option. I believe you enjoyed this video. If you don't want to miss any of my tutorial, hit the subscribe button today, and remember to click the post notification bell. Like, comment, and share this tutorial with your graphic design friends and family. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.